Hello YouTube, I'm Afridi from DiGi and I'm back with another video. So in this video I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that will instantly make you a better video editor and cinematographer. You were roaming around for tutorials. You found this one, that one, you followed them, but your footage does not look good. You used S-Log2, you used Cinema 4, you used everything, still it doesn't look good. It's not the Cine 4 or the S-Log, it's you. You do not know how to color grade properly. So you're following people's tutorial, they shoot videos in morning and you're taking your nighttime video and editing, applying the same steps. Do you expect to get the same results? No, you should look at your settings. For example, one person is using S-Log. It means that he has to work more to get the result he wants. Using no picture profile will mean that you can do less color correcting and light editing. So if you're new, do not use picture profile. Use the video directly from your camera and play with it. Do not copy others. Just learn from them how to use the tools. It's you and you have to make your own taste. You have to work on your video and make it look good in a way that you like. Tomorrow people will ask you how you edit that. People who are successful now in the video editing industry, they create their own strategies, they apply their own LUTs, they work according to their own taste, and at last they have a common thing that you see in their videos. For example, you have some Instagrammers, when you go to their profile you will see some colors more visible and some colors that are not there. So they have their own taste. Now it's your time to make your own. So get ready. Okay, open Final Cut Pro and create a new project, and after that go to this option, colors. So we have the color board here. So in color board we have to adjust this highlights, drop them, and also the midtones. Okay, you can also change the saturation if you want, but I like to do that with the color wheels. So we have the color wheels right here. This increases the saturation and also decreases if you point this down, but I want to increase the saturation a little bit and drop the shadows down and also the highlights. So you can saturate the midtones right here. You have control over the saturation of shadows, midtones, and highlights. You can do them separately, and there you go. Now if you watch the before and after, you can see we have made a big change. Yeah, so these simple steps makes your footage look more popped and more alive. So this is the first step toward making your footage ready to look cinematic and giving it a more film look. Now you can give this a tint of colors. For example, if you move these highlights and midtones to any of the colors, you will see them appear. Some movies have bluish colors, some movies have warm colors, so you can see this already happening. So this was really simple. Now you can see that the footage looks really cool. So you can think, what if you uploaded the footage without following these steps? It would look really bad. Here we have another footage. Now we can follow some of the steps, do it same like them. Now as you can see for the highlights, when we decrease them, you can see the dynamic range increases because we see more now compared to previous. Now you can increase saturation if you want right here, and go to color wheels. Now you can increase the master saturation, but this time I would like to increase it more because landscape you can do whatever you want, but if you have person in your video, then you have to take care about the skin color. So you do not want the skin color to be destroyed. Okay, so now you can do one thing. You can increase the shadows like this, and then go to color curves and add these 3 points. Now you can drag this up and you will see that the shadows are now turning gray. So this gives a moody look. If you want that, so you can. Now we have learned 2 things. You can play with curves, and curves are really good if you study them more, but now I just taught you the moody kind of look that you can achieve. If you wondered how people do that, usually you see them in cinematic films or in tech YouTubers, you know, when they have their own setup, like Peter McKinnon and Travel Fields, who now have Metapoya. So you can see it looks pretty cool. Now if we watch, okay, now this time it's gonna be a little different. We're gonna go one step more. Now reduce the highlights here and then also mess with these midtones. Do not decrease the highlights too much. And now we can go to color curves or wheels first, so we can saturate this. You can see that when we saturate it more, it looks more good, and you will be surprised at the end. Just wait. Okay, so highlights, now we can decrease them or increase. If you decrease the highlights too much, then you can increase the midtones to make the video look more bright. Okay, now you see that it looks pretty good. If you look at the before and after, the before looks like it's shot in S-Log, but I have to say this, the video is straight out of the camera with no picture profile. So you can see the importance of color correcting. Now we're going to add a LUT. I have MLUT here, and now I have these LUTs, so I will decide to import one of them. Apply. Okay, so I will see which one I like. I guess this one looks good for this situation. Historical place. We can decrease this. Now you can see applying the LUT just changes the whole mood of the video, and removing all the effects just makes the video look completely different. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Peace out.